My favorite metal is clearly silver. It is so comfortable to work with silver. It's very relaxed. It's forgiving. It's very malleable. You make mistakes. You can fix them pretty easily. You guys are listening to this part. You're thinking, no, you can't. But you can hammer things out, or you can melt it down and redo it, and it's just easy to bend and drill and to solder. It's really fabulous.
Are you ready to do it? Yeah, I got this in there. I thought it was kind of neat, right? I mean, I was going to throw it away, obviously, but I thought there might be something in here that I actually need, too.
These items here are mostly copper and sterling earrings. And the copper is made from recycled roof flashing. Spiculums. It's patterned, all with either a mill or a hammer or acid. Copper's fun to play with and experiment with, but silver is the cleanest. These are all hollow box constructed objects. They're built like a building with a top and a bottom and walls. Most of them have moving parts. I have been silversmithing since 1989. I took a class at the City of Tampa Recreation Department to learn how to solder. And ever since then I've been smiting, which means hitting metal, which is the way the word smithing originated. And bending and drilling and connecting pieces, and I like a lot of movement, so I'm always trying to, get pieces to play with physics. I use these pieces of suede to display my items, and they are also color-coded for the price. I would have to say the most unusual metals that we're working with is the steel. I mean, the price of silver and gold has gone up a lot with the recession, so we've been using a lot of upcycled materials. It's popular now. And the steel, of course, is street scrap, and it's fun for us to set faceted stones in it, and that's really shocking and beautiful at the same time. It's really kind of a statement about our society a little bit, and what we think is worthwhile. All the scrap metal gets turned into pieces of sheet again. It's thrown into a pile. I'll pull out a handful of it, melt it into a little ball, and roll it out into a new object. A lot of people think that making jewelry is a very tranquil, relaxing activity that you would do sitting down, but we're really very physically involved. Hammering on an anvil, grinding. The blowtorch is hot and a little scary sometimes. All the forming blocks and tools, they're dirty, and it takes a lot of effort sometimes to bend the metal around them and to really get involved. It's not for the faint. I was doing a documentary on a local artist, which is me. This is a bed spring right here, and here's a ring made from the spring. I don't know if you can see that. This is our concrete nail turned into a little diamond ring, and it's a lot of heat and a lot of exertion. I don't have a complete solution for this problem that we're having with this rolling off, but I did feel like I was observing it to make sure it was covered completely at least. Like water on a waxed car. And that's part of the problem, don't you think?
That's what happened to me last week.
Yeah. Because normally we're sanding our copper a little bit so we get a little tooth. But with this, so then I was rubbing it on with my finger thinking maybe that would help. But the whole idea is that when you put the glass on, it's clumping up in the spots where it's rolling off. It's not going on too thick. So you also thought that you were holding your card up too high and that the glass was kind of shooting off the back and going wherever it wants. So if you hold it close, it's not, there's got to be a counterbalance. Did you find that too, Karen?
Definitely.
To mix it together as a mix. Okay. And then the other thing is, if you don't have anywhere to scrape to, you have a clump. So it's kind of helpful if you have like the metal or the edge. I mean, you could scrape it off the edge like that. And I got some really thin pieces right there. That's kind of neat.
Beautiful. Now, I haven't seen it. Well, I think I might have seen this one. That's gorgeous, too.
Because I actually sold a lot this season, too.
I know you did.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. It's a dimension. And this is reticulated, right?
Yeah.
And did you do it yourself?
I always knew that I liked working with things and being creative and making objects. But I was a psychology major in college, and I felt an obligation to follow that professionally since I had acquired my degree. So I was working as a vocational rehabilitation counselor, and a lot of people that would have disabilities would want to pursue the creative arts, specifically jewelry making, and it would actually almost infuriate me to buy them their toolkit and to pay for their classes to learn to do this art when I already knew how to do it, and that's what I really wanted to do. And then I'm picking it up with my fingers these days because I've just had too many incidents where I tried to pick it up with the tweezers. So I finally quit my job and pursued this full time. And I've always felt since then that I retired. I feel like I don't work at all anymore. I mean, it's a lot of effort, of course, but it's exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like I'm no longer spending so much time trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be or what I'm supposed to do. This is it. I'll probably make jewelry for the rest of my life and think it's very fun.
Oh, great. So you've already working about this out. That's a lot of work. All I need to know is just one thing together. Oh, okay.
Sgraffito.
Well, that's for another time.
What the potential is, right?
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Gifts?
Yeah. It's reversible, we just decided. Hi, I'm Lori Mason of Mason Metal Designs, and this is SilverSmithing.